गुड मॉर्निंग एंड जय हिंद फ्रेशर्स। आप सभी लोगों का क्लास 11th में स्वागत है। सबसे पहले हम लोग कुछ बातों को समझेंगे। क्लास 11th कैन नॉट बी कंपेयर्ड विद क्लास 9th एंड क्लास 10th। हियर सी द स्टेटमेंट व्हाट द फर्स्ट प्रीमियर ऑफ फ्री इंडिया जवाहरलाल नेहरू हैज स्पोकन। आई बिलीव इन रिजल्ट not in process. So your labor is always indicated by the result which comes. You cannot tell that I have labored very hard, but my result is very poor. It will never happen. If the process is good, result will also be good. If the process is faulty, result will also be not good. Dear students, पढ़ने के पहले आप कुछ बातों को समझ लें। क्लास 9th और क्लास 10th तक आपने जो भी पढ़ा है वो एक ऐसा रास्ता है जिसे हम हाईवे कहते हैं। और हाईवे पर रास्ते के भटकने का कोई चांस नहीं होता। वो आपको मालूम है, सीधे चलते चले जाना, सीधे चलते चले जाना है, कोई चुनौती नहीं रास्ते पर। लेकिन जब आप क्लास 11th और क्लास 12th में पढ़ेंगे तो ये रास्ता जो बनता है वो रास्ता जंगल की पगडंडी। अब जंगल की पगडंडी पर चलते हुए अपनी मंजिल को पाना है। एक भी पगडंडी पर चूक हुई कि आप गिरे, पगडंडी खो गई, तो इसका मतलब कि आप मंजिल से भटक जाएंगे। ये चैलेंज है क्लास 11th एंड 12th का। इसलिए सबसे पहले आप इस क्लास की गरिमा को समझें, इसके गुरुत्व को समझें। ये जगह उतना आसान नहीं है जितना आसान 9th और 10th रहा है, लेकिन हमें हौसला रखना है और पढ़ने के सही तरीकों के साथ आगे बढ़ना है। तो व्हाट इज द ट्रू मेथड ऑफ स्टडी? द ट्रू मेथड ऑफ स्टडी, स्पेशली इन केस ऑफ साइंस, is to find the answer of every question why. If you are able to give the answer to the question why, you are learning science. And if you fail to give the answer why, you are learning everything but unfortunately not science. One thing more, the journey of 1,000 miles start with a single step. Dear students, please take your best foot forward and you will succeed. First thing is that you should realize the gravity of the class and the way to study in the class. The way to study is very simple. You have to find out the answer to all the questions. That is why. If you answer this question, you are learning in proper direction. And if the question is not answered by you, surely you are not learning in proper way. Okay guys, then I am starting my class 11th. I am a teacher of chemistry, and here the chapter which I will discuss is the very first chapter of class 11th. That is some basic concepts of chemistry. This is what we will study today. Whatever you have studied in your previous classes 8, 9, 10 in chemistry, we will study the same here. The same thing we will study so that the prerequisite of learning can be completed. So, okay guys, here I am writing some golden rules of science, and I hope you will appreciate it. Unless or until you appreciate the golden rules of science, you will never learn, you will never understand science with clarity. So what is the golden rule of science? Number 1, attraction leads to the fall in energy. Attraction leads to the fall in energy. Fall in energy. And repulsion. And repulsion leads to the rise in energy. To the rise in energy. It's a very simple thing. Attraction always leads to the falling energy and repulsion always leads to the rising energy. Wherever attraction will start among molecules, amongst atoms, then understand one thing, that energy will be released and the reaction or the process will be exothermic. And whenever repulsion will start, then energy of the molecule will increase and that process will be endothermic. I am not talking about endothermic. Actually, this kind of reaction will not occur. The thing is this one. But energy is produced simply by repulsion. This thing should be kept in mind. And the second rule of science, here I am putting one example. As you all are young, you are in your teenage, so understand what will happen if you are attracted to somebody. If you are attracted to somebody, then your energy will be lost. And here I am putting one share before you so that you can understand the whole thing that I want to convey. And that share is, इश्क ने हमें निकम्मा कर दिया गालिब, वरना आदमी हम भी थे काम के. So now this is the basic rule of science, and whatever we will learn in class 11, class 12 even, that will be seen with respect to this rule. Okay. And the second golden rule of science is, whatever God has not done, whatever God has not done, God has not done, man cannot do. Man cannot do the same, not do the same. So what God cannot do, science cannot do the same. So understand things here. Whatever element God has given you, suppose as a student you are led, then what teacher can do you? Teacher can remove all the baser elements from you and it will make you, he will make you 100% lead. If you are gold, teacher can remove all baser elements and will prepare you complete gold. That is what education is, and that is the task of the teacher. So understand this thing. I am writing here the definition of teacher according to me. And see, a teacher is a metallurgist. A teacher is a metallurgist who refines the element, element of the thought, but cannot transmute the element, Even in school, you think that teacher will make me gold, teacher will make me silver, and you are copper. This will never happen by the teacher in any school. Whatso claim any school gives, whatso claim any teacher does, these all claims are meaningless. And one thing more, that at the last I would like to tell you people that Einstein reached to the truth of the creation. And what the truth is? The truth is, every child is born genius. Every child is born genius. You are endowed by the God a specific talent, and if you go in your field, you will be a successful personality. If you want Sachin Tendulkar to learn chemistry, it will be a hard business for him. If you want Lata Mangeshkar to learn physics, it will be a hard business for Lata Mangeshkar. She will not fare well in physics. So this is the thing that we have to keep in our mind. Dear students, I think that as you have chosen science, you qualify this ring also. So now we are starting the chapter with all the hope that we will be learning with the basic question, why? Okay. Now the topic which we are going to discuss today is state of matter. State of matter. You have studied about the state of matter in class 9 and it is known to you even. State of matter, namely solid, liquid and gas. These three states of matter are very common. When you see around, you will see solid, you will see liquid, you will see gases even. But apart from these three states, we science know two more states also. What are these two more states? Four. Plasma state. Plasma state. And fifth one is your Bose-Einstein condensate. Bose-Einstein condensate. For the sake of your knowledge, these two states must be in your brain. Solid, liquid, gas is very common, but these two states are not that common. What is plasma state? You see that our body, the body of all the animals are in plasma state because truly they don't qualify the state of solid. You see, supposingly solid has one property and that property is what? Rigidity. If I apply that property on my body, see here this one, then if it is rigid, if I am solid, then this thing, the volume can't be changed. But here, if I am pulling my skin, deformation is occurring. If I am cupping my cheeks, deformation is occurring. It means that the property of rigidity is not present in plasma state, and that's why it is considered to be plasma state, a new state of matter. Of this state, the whole living entities are built up. You prefer certain words: cytoplasm, protoplasm. These all words indicate about plasma state. And last one is Bose-Einstein condensate. About this state, little is known to us. The two super brains of the world, Satendra Bose and Albert Einstein, tried to study a new state of matter that is called Bose-Einstein condensate. If a substance is cooled below very low temperature, then the state of matter originated at that level is called Bose-Einstein condensate. And little is written in the books even about the Bose-Einstein condensate. We have to study only these three things: solid, liquid and gas. So whatever you have learnt about solid, liquid and gas, that I am putting first. What is solid? You know, solid has fixed volume, and the second property is fixed shape and size, and third one is rigidity. They are the properties of solid. Let us try to understand the things at the micro level. What is at the micro level? Solid has maximum interparticle force. And due to which they retain their shape and size in fixed way, their volume in fixed way. It means that what the molecules or the atoms which made the solid are not free to move here and there. Normally, as you know, that one concept is there in science, that is called absolute zero. You have studied about this concept. The hypothetical temperature at which the volume of a gas becomes zero is called absolute zero. Numerically, this temperature is minus 273 degrees centigrade. And any scale of temperature which starts from here is called Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. Now understand, this is hypothetical temperature. It is present nowhere in the universe. This is such a low temperature. And another definition of absolute zero is what? The definition of absolute zero is the temperature, the hypothetical temperature at which the molecular motion ceases, the molecular motion stops. That temperature is called absolute zero temperature. This temperature is present nowhere. That's why solid, liquid and gas both have two kinds of energy. One is called potential energy. Potential energy. And this energy arises out of interparticle attraction. Arises out of interparticle attraction. Interparticle attraction. Interparticle attraction. And another one is your second one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Any substance which is above minus 273 degrees centigrade have thermic energy. Have thermic energy. And this energy is responsible for the linear motion of the molecule. This energy is responsible for the linear motion of the molecule. For the linear motion of particle. This concept has given birth to new theory in science, and that is called kinetic model of matter. Kinetic model of matter. According to this model, either a substance is in solid state, or it is in liquid state, or is it in gaseous state. All of its particles are vibrating. In every case, they are vibrating. Now in solid, the vibration is very little due to high attractive forces. In liquid, the vibration is much due to low interparticle forces. And in gases, the vibration is maximum because the interparticle forces of attraction are minimum. So see here, I am just putting one thing, that according to kinetic energy, according to potential energy, what should be the order of states? See, as per potential energy, as per potential energy, maximum potential energy is present in solid, and thereafter liquid, and minimum potential energy is present in gas. If you want to consider on the basis of kinetic energy, then as per kinetic energy, the order will reverse. Gas has maximum kinetic energy, and liquid thereafter, and at the last solid. Solid has minimum kinetic energy. As I told you one thing, that the thermic energy which is present in matter is responsible for the linear motion of particles. So what will happen if we heat solid? If we heat solid, then thermic energy will increase, and this increment in the thermic energy will allow the particles to vibrate more and more. As a result, when we supply heat to solid, it will change into liquid. And when we increase the temperature again, when we supply heat to liquid, ultimately it will go in the gaseous state. It gives the conversion technique in science. See, the conversion technique. Conversion states of matter. States of matter. How conversion can be carried out? If solid is heated, then it will go into liquid simply by the supply of heat, because heat, thermic energy, is the reason of linear motion in a molecule. Here, if you supply heat, then liquid will change into gas. Let us try to understand the opposite process. In opposite way, when gas is cooled, it will come to liquid because the thermic energy is taken out and the vibration will be little. Again, when we take out the heat or we cool the liquid, this will go into solid state because the further quantity of thermic energy is out, due to which the vibration will be minimum and solid state will be formed. This is the technique of interconversion. Here we have to see some of the special phenomena. What that special phenomena is? Sublimation. Sublimation. So what is sublimation? Sublimation is the process in which if a solid is heated, it directly goes into the gaseous state. See, sublimation is the process in which on the supply of the heat, the solid goes into gaseous state. The solid goes into the gaseous state. And the substances which exhibit this kind of property are called sublimates. What are sublimates? Sublimates are the substances which show the property of sublimation. So see the words sublimate and sublimation. Sublimation is a process, while sublimate is the substance which shows the property of sublimation. Now see camphor. Camphor is the example of what? Example of sublimate. When you heat camphor, it directly goes into the gaseous state. And the same way, naphthalene. And you can take out many examples from the book. So this is your sublimation. Now we will try to understand something in solid, liquid, gas, where the interchanging phenomena is moving on. See, when solid is heated, then what will happen? You know that the thermic energy of the solid will increase and the molecules will enjoy more freedom. They will vibrate more and more. Due to their more vibration, what will happen? The solid will change into liquid form. And here, the sharp temperature at which the solid changes into liquid form is called fusion temperature. Now, dear students, try to understand this part. This is very important part in chemistry. I have said it, fusion temperature. Fusion means mixture of two. So what two things are mixed here? The two things which are mixed here is melting point is equal to freezing point. Understand? Melting, the phenomena of melting as well as the phenomena of freezing moves together. And that's why this is called fusion. Try to understand the things. 0 degree centigrade is what? For water. Here we are considering 0 degree centigrade for water. So for water, 0 degree centigrade is melting point of ice. And what it is? It is freezing point of water. Understand? It means that at 0 degree centigrade, ice will melt as well as water will also freeze. And that is the reason of calling this temperature fusion temperature, because two phenomena are fused here. This is your fusion temperature. So understand one thing here. At 0 degree centigrade, what we are going to see at 0 degree centigrade, that is melting point as well as freezing point, both. And no liquid can stand without vapor. No liquid can stand without vapor. Can stand without vapor. Without vapor. You can find out the logic very easily because evaporation takes place at every temperature. Due to which it is not good to suppose any liquid without vapor, because where there is liquid there will be vapor. So here at 0 degree centigrade, in case of water, at 0 degree centigrade, in case of water, what we are going to see? In case of water, we are going to see that solid, that is your liquid and gas, these three things are present. These three states are present. Here solid means ice, water and vapor. These three things are present at 0 degree centigrade. That is the reason of calling 0 degree centigrade, that is melting point and freezing point, both triple point of water. Triple point of water. Triple point of water. Now try to appreciate this idea, triple point of water. Where we will find this triple point? Triple point of any substance is found at melting point, that is your freezing point also. At this point the substance exists in three forms, namely solid, liquid and gas. So it is called triple point. This is your triple point of water. Now try to understand some more phenomena, something more in this case. Now see, if okay guys, for the timing it's over. I will join you later on.